That's my perspective. No matter your race, no matter your age. On my perspective, don't even worry about your fear. Come on and bring your thoughts. Let's talk about it. What's going on? Let's bring our thoughts together.
Hi, and welcome to My Perspective Monday.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a great topic today. And as much as I love laughter, I want to know who is your favorite comedian. Come on.
Oh, that's a good
Who
one.
makes you smile? Who makes you laugh? Woo, let's hear it, y'all.
I'll go first. I'll say my favorite comedian is Tyler Perry. Okay, I watch I feel like I watch every movie he has played as Medea, and it's just like he like.
You're not the only one.
I just always watching his movies. I just wanted to always have a grandma like Medea for some reason. I don't know. I feel like my life would be interesting.
Oh, it would definitely be interesting.
I like him too. Yes, I do.
And give me that family drama at Thanksgiving.
For sure.
Yeah, your grandmother carrying a pistol in her pocketbook and
Hey,
being
yes.
6 feet
I
tall.
was gonna be ready. I was gonna be ready for anything.
You know, I knew someone a long time ago that had that kind of personality. They didn't play about nobody. I mean, they were set on their beliefs, and they would tear you off. I mean, they would tear you off. I know someone like that. You know,
Everybody has that person. Like everybody has that Medea who just will come after you. They don't care. Like they make it interesting as uncensored as they are.
The wild one. I'll say Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart right now has been my favorite lately. And then top it off, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is definitely a good comedian.
Oh yeah.
He did that Rick James skit when he was acting like Prince. That right there was hilarious. So how about you, Mark?
Are you ready for the old guys or the dead guys now? Okay.
I might have to Google these
to
people.
us.
Yeah, let me see.
I'll try to inform you. George Carlin, who died about 15 years ago, was one of the best. I saw that eye roll. Like, who is that? Going back even further, Jackie Gleason.
Oh yeah.
Honeymooners, so forth, and Red Fox.
Way back in there, yeah.
Red Fox. Red Fox. I didn't care for stand-up comedy. It was too nasty, but I liked.
I'm coming to join you.
Yeah,
I'm coming to join you.
Exactly. Yeah, his stand-up was nasty, but his comedy was good. Rodney Dangerfield was good too, and I like Rodney Dangerfield because if you ever see his thing, his moniker, his signature line was, "I get no respect." So everyone feels like Rodney Dangerfield at times. So he just had one liner after another, you know.
That's funny. I get no respect. I feel like that sometimes.
Get no respect.
That's why he was so well liked. Yeah, he made jokes about this non-existent wife that was so bad. You know, the wife actually didn't exist, but he was great.
I think Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor was good, very good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Richard Pryor. You know, because you know I think what makes a comedian funny to me, and one of my favorite ones was Richard Pryor for sure, but Chris Tucker. I mean, because
Chris Tucker.
He said he's a day Friday, and you ain't got a job, you ain't got to work, and I'm gonna get you. You know, this stupid stuff. He said. I was teasing. As a side note, I was teasing my husband about that too. I said, you ain't got to go to work no more, and hey, you ain't got nothing to do. And we're gonna have some fun today. You know, it was just funny stuff. You know, I mean, we're like clowns together. But yeah, you know, and I also like what is it? What's his name?
You tell us.
Right on the tip of my tongue. Move on.
Okay.
While you're chewing on that one, I'll throw a question out because I think so far everyone has mentioned men, and let's face it, but the most famous stand-up comics are men, but there's some great female comedians. and some great female comedic actors and actresses too.
Yeah.
And
Monique.
the women that stand out for me, not so much for their stand-up, but I'll be honest, this is my male bias, I suppose, but it's usually men that make me laugh the most. But three comedic actresses that really make me laugh, well, like four. One going way back was Lucille Ball. Another, Julia Louis-Dreyfus from Seinfeld. Doris Walton, who played the mother-in-law on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, yeah, she is funny.
LaWanda Page, who played Aunt Esther on Sanford and Son. She was a childhood friend of Red Fox's, and they reunited, off and on throughout the years, and that was a funny woman. Crass, loud, just funny as she could be.
See, I know the one
for me would be definitely, I'll say, Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, Tiffany's funny.
I feel like
most deaf.
A lot of the newer stand-up comedians who are girls are comedic actors. I feel like a lot of them I see in just movies. I see a lot of I see them not necessarily on stage at a club doing stand-up, but on TV doing presenting something and just being funny in that way. I feel like they do a lot more of that.
That's been going on for a long time though. I don't think there's any. I think there are very, very few really successful stand-up comics that don't eventually go into acting of some sort.
Yeah.
And all the people I just named, they eventually played on a TV show or in a movie. And the fact is, if you can perform, you can perform. Whether you're saying your own lines or saying somebody else's.
Exactly. Go ahead, Chantel.
Things are so different now. Now that we have all these different platforms now with social media, I'm coming across different comedians that just happen to quit their day job and now have getting really popular just on social media. So some people on, if you ever heard of Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon, you have all those different people on there. I think Just Hilarious is pretty funny too. It's a lot of social media people that's starting to take over the scene, and that's
exactly.
Yeah.
One of my favorite. I'm gonna go right back to Friday again. I mean, I can do it. They had the lady that was obviously a neighborhood crack lady. She said, "Hey, crack." Yes, she would come to the door and say, "Not. Hey, Craig, that is chicken." And I mean, she said, "Can I borrow your microwave? Can I borrow my microwave? Can I borrow sugar and my microwave?" It's just. I mean, to me, comedy, it means so much to me because I spend my day laughing because, a lot of times people, they're too serious, and you gotta get the load off. One way or the other, the load gonna come off. Whether you do it off your shoulder in the bathroom, somehow another load gonna come off. So you got to get the load off, and you might as well get it off in comedy, because it'll help you.
Well, here's another
the Bible said laughter is good for the soul.
An old dead man throughout the 60s and 70s and 80s. He was not the first host of the Tonight Show. He was the host of the Tonight Show for a long time. And it was just so, clean, refreshing, cheeky humor. And it was worth staying up for every night when I could stay up that late. But
right.
Mark, not to pick on you, I feel like I have to almost Google these people you're talking to.
Please don't do that.
Google these people.
Look, either that or you need to read your history books, all right? Because some of the folks I'm talking about were before my time too. Now, Jackie Gleason was popular before I was born, but I know who he was.
Right.
And the same with Laurel and Hardy and Abbott and Costello, the Who's On First and all that. Those guys were popular back in the 30s and 40s. I'm not that damn old. But,
we coming for you. Sorry.
And in this day and time, you can find these people on YouTube, and they're very good. Just look at Laurel and Hardy's dance. I mean, just something simple that they did. So, a lot of good stuff out there to look at.
I feel like just YouTube and especially TikTok now have become, there's a lot of comedians on there that are making they're putting themselves out there, and even going and doing shows, they have it recorded and they'll do little clips on TikTok and stuff like that. I feel like that's where a lot of the humor from my generation is coming to. It's coming from the little comedians that they see on TikTok or little clips they see on YouTube and stuff like that.
Right.
Think about cottage industries and social media now. TikTok,
It
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, so forth. Yeah.
Have you
That's how it is now. So it's good.
Go ahead, Chantel.
Have you heard of Trevor Noah? He's
I'm not sure.
We'll see before or after Jackie Gleason. I'm not sure.
Oh no, he's in our time right now. Trevor Noah, he's a host show. I think he hosts one of these late night shows. Yeah. Trevor Noah is really funny. You gotta look into him. He's hilarious. How do you know?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Go for it.
Well, let me ask our two younger panelists.
Leo.
I was going to ask our two younger panelists here. Now, do your parents let you watch much stand-up comedy, or the parental controls on there so you can't see anything?
Leah, you want to talk about this?
This is a talk show, by the way, so feel free.
Yeah.
I really don't even watch comedy like that. I mean, like, I will watch comedy shows. Like, I could really watch comedy shows, but I won't say like I watch like a stand-up comedy.
But you got a hole in your life that needs to be filled.
For sure.
I feel like I am allowed to watch stuff. Like, obviously I'm allowed to go and watch some like stand-up comedy. There's some that I probably I probably shouldn't because it's more for older audiences. But I feel like a lot of times, like, I think Leah can understand that, but it's more from like shows we're watching. Like, there's like a TV shows on Netflix or something like that. Like, we'll see, like, that's where the comedy that we get. We don't necessarily go and watch a talk show. We're gonna go and watch something on Netflix, and that's gonna be the comedy.
Well, there are like three people that come to mind that were pretty clean on TV in their sitcoms: Red Fox, Tim Allen, and Bob Saget. They're clean on their shows, but their stand-up routines were not quite so clean, so to speak. So
yeah,
and they go to do the stand-up thing, and there's little kids out there, and they say, "I clean my language up."
Did y'all ever watch the Kings of Comedy? Did y'all ever watch
Absolutely. I know all the Kings.
No. This is like so funny. I mean, when is the last time that you actually laugh like that? Where you laugh so hard you're all down on the ground and your guts giggling and stuff, and you're about to pass out and you're crying. The Kings of Comedy was just like that. I mean, these guys were funny. I mean, the reason why I like them because they take like real life situations and they make you laugh about it. I mean, because life is funny if you allow yourself to laugh.
Yeah, and those same
Kings have like a question too. Like, do you think like the comedy people does these days, like, because everybody has like different opinions and perspectives on comedies. Like, how do because I know, does it have like different comedies for certain people? Because like, how different people like, he shouldn't have said that. Oh, she shouldn't have said that. I felt some type of way.
I really, that's what I like about comedians, because they're just gonna give it to you raw. I mean, they're gonna give it to you. They're gonna talk about sex. They're gonna talk about whatever they talk about, and it made me say, "Oh my God!" Yes, whatever they give you, they're gonna give it to you, and you gotta go with it. All the vulgar stuff sometimes, and you got to really look at the.
Look, as a matter of fact, it's comedians and comedies that they break the barriers. Okay, like George Carlin with this. Now, I'm not saying it was a good thing, but the 7 words you can't say on television, that and censorship. Back in the 70s with shows like All in the Family that were talking about things that normally were not talked about. If you do that using comedy, it's a lot more palatable to people than if you're being dramatic about it. So you can, I don't know, if you make a dirty joke out of something, somehow it's more palatable than talking about something that's dark and in a bad way. So.
Speaking of that, I got a joke. Why did the chicken go to the other side of the road?
Why?
I don't know.
To get to the other side.
You will not be my favorite, let's say.
That's some classic shit right there.
Corny. I'm sorry.
Those are the types of jokes with little sister accents.
Yeah. Comedy is getting tough these days, though. People are very sensitive. with
Yes,
certain
yes,
things.
people
So,
are really soft these days. Like, I
What
think
about
people just take too much
so
into context.
is political correctness hurting comedy? Obviously, yes.
yes,
It's
Yeah,
destroying it.
yes, it
can be.
is.
I think that sometimes a lot of comedy is obviously like very subjective, and there's certain audiences for certain people, but like I feel like it can get like when people who do like stand-up comedy or something like that on like a show, they try to like do more political or more social or something like that, and I feel like when people are like super sensitive about that subject, it's just not for them. Like a lot of people can just go after other people, but that's their sense of humor, and that's just what the audience are appealing to. And there's sometimes bad people.
To me, political comedy is just not very funny. I mean, you make jokes about politicians. They're such an easy target. Why do it? But the thing is nowadays, it's almost like you can't make fun of anything because you say you're talking to your audience, but there's always somebody in the audience that get upset or somebody will see it somewhere and so forth. But like, there was a very, very famous comic back in the through the 50s and through the 70s, through 80s, actually, a guy named Don Rickles. And Don Rickles offended every ethnic group there was, including Jews, of which he was one. A guy like that would have a very hard time nowadays because people are so sensitive.
Right.
You just can't take a joke.
I mean, a joke is a joke. And I know some people like, if you want to joke about, like a certain category of people, you got to know how to do it, because you got to understand it is comedy, but at the same time, you got, everybody don't want to be joked on, but they want to laugh.
I don't think anyone knows how to do it anymore, though. It's no way to joke about anything without somebody getting upset and the cancel culture and all that. So, yeah, I think it's hurting very bad.
It's just like impossible these days. That cancer culture is just on the rise.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's just good just to joke about life with itself. Life is a joke, believe it or not. If you think about some things you do in life, you know what? It reminds me. I remember, it's just amazing some of the things I've done. And have you ever done something stupid, really, really dumb? And then you had to laugh at your own self.
You become the comedian.
All the time. I did it all the time. And I said, wow, I said that was pretty cool, girl. That was funny.
Most stand-up comics their stock in trade is just taking everyday situations and making jokes out of them. I mean,
right.
Jerry Seinfeld was one. He could joke about, open up his refrigerator, or George Carlin talks about stuff left in the refrigerator too long. And people laugh at it, just making silly noises. I mean, just people can anything to make people laugh. But it's everyday situations. That's why political comedy is not that funny. People want to laugh at their own situations, not some politician in Washington or wherever.
I think that when comedians kind of share stuff in their life, that people can kind of laugh at them because they've been able to laugh at themselves. I think that's what a lot of people like more. Like, it's more appealing to everybody that you can laugh at a situation someone's gone through, or like a situation that's similar to everybody. Like, even the pandemic has kind of given people a reason to laugh because it's, everyone's going through it at the same time, and there's like an experience that everyone goes through. So you can make jokes on it without offending.
When you say that reminds me, Abby. I saw on the internet this little dog. His dog was sitting in there, and all the the owners and stuff, they were still home, and he's saying, when are they getting out of here? And then I saw another, when are they leaving so I can do what I can do me? And then I saw another little commercial, little thing on the internet and everything, where the people, everybody's sitting in the house and everything, and it's just like it's just hilarious. It's just just funny stuff. I mean, they even doing stuff to the dog, because they don't, they're bored, so they put clothes on him or making him act, and the dog
Kevin Hart did that good too, Abby, about laugh. He had a skit or a stand-up show, Laugh at My Pain. And so it's like, turning your own life experiences into comedy is like the best way to go.
I feel like that's kind of the type of humor that I kind of I've seen before, even in stand-up comedy. I think that like any age can laugh at it if it's a situation that everyone's gone through. I think that's why memes or like videos that you can put yourself into has become really popular, because everyone kind of can get it. It's not just subjective, it's a funny dog or something like that.
I mean, it's just hilarious. But you know what? what are some of your final thoughts tonight? What are some
Mhm.
thoughts you want to leave with the people?
You need laughter in your life. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at life.
Yeah, if
That's a good
you
one.
ain't crying, if you laughing, then you ain't laughing enough.
That side ain't hurting. It's not hitting. It's not hitting.
If you're not gasping for air, then what you doing?
Come on.
You gotta have a little humor, you know. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself sometimes. Don't take everything too seriously.
Yes.
That's my thing.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that was good.
Absolutely. And you know what? You know, it's good. It's so good that you can laugh at yourself. And, you know, because sometimes people laugh to keep you crying. But you know
That's
what?
true.
If you can find some laughter in it, you know, you're going to be on. Look at what you're going through and find some laughter in it. And not only that, but you know what? If you can laugh, and like Chantel said, if you ain't got that giggly in there, you know, in your side where it's so sore you
Right.
can't hold it go on, you ain't quite got that laugh yet. But when you get that laugh, you're gonna be okay. I want y'all to know that. Keep laughing because it's gonna get better. You have a
Yes.
great one.
Yes, you too. Bye.